If you ever wonder the difference between a major and a minor chord, then this video is for you. Hey everybody, my name is Vincent Black and I post weekly guitar lessons to help everyone get to the next level of their guitar playing. If you like what you see, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I hope that you gain some value from the lesson that we provide this week. Without further ado, let's get into it. So previously we went through some major chords, and now we're going to explore the difference between major and minor chords. So starting with the A chord that we built previously with the open E string, second fret on the B string, second fret on the G string, second fret on the D string, and an open A. That's an A chord. Now to build an A minor chord, what we've got to do is we've got to take this third interval right here. We've got to drop this down one semitone from C sharp to C. So we're going to build that the same way, but the fingering is going to be a little bit different. So we're going to play an open E, first fret on the B string, second fret on the G string, second fret on the D string, and an open A. So now we have A major and A minor. To build a B major chord, we're going to play our index finger on the second fret of the A string, and we're going to bar with our ring finger the fourth fret of the D string, the G string, and the B string. And that gives us B major. Now to make this a minor chord, we're going to take this interval here, the fourth fret, we're going to drop this down to the third fret. So to build a B minor chord, we have the first finger, index finger on the A string, ring finger on the fourth fret of the D string, pinky finger on the G string, fourth fret, and our middle finger is going to go on the third fret of the B string, and then we're going to curve our finger like we spoke about earlier and play the index finger here on the second fret of the high E string. So again, we have B major and B minor. Next up, we have the C chord. We're going to build this by placing our open E, index finger on the first fret of the B string, an open G, middle finger on the second fret of the D string, and our ring finger on the third fret of the A string. That gives us the C chord. Now to play the C minor, we're going to take that same shape of the B minor, this 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. We're just going to move that up one fret right here. So now we have 3 on the A string, 5 on the D string, 5 on the G string, 4 on the B string, and then our index finger will bar across to the third fret, and we get a C minor. Now a D chord starts with our middle finger on the second fret of the high E string, our ring finger on the third fret of the B string, our index finger on the second fret of the G string, and an open D. And that gives us D major. In order to make this D minor, we're going to switch up the fingering a little bit. We're going to replace our index finger on the second fret of the G string with our middle finger. We're going to bring that up 2 strings, 1, 2, here. And now I've got my index finger that's going to hang out. Instead of it being on the second fret of the high E string, I'm going to drop it down to the first fret. So that means I now have the index finger on the high E, first fret, ring finger on the third fret of the B string, middle finger on the second fret of the G string, and an open D. And that gives us D minor. Next up, we have the difference between E major and E minor. So we have an open E, an open B, first fret of the G string with our index finger, 2nd fret of the D string with our middle finger, 2nd fret of the A string with our on the A string, and an open E. And that gives us an E major chord. Now, in order to create an E minor chord, we're going to play an open E, an open B, an open G, 2nd fret with our middle finger on the D string, 2nd fret of the A string with our ring finger, and an open E. So again, we have E major, and then we have E minor. Next up, we have the F chord. So this is going to be our index finger barred across the entire 1st fret of all of the strings. And so we're going to have the index finger on the 1st fret of the high E string, 1st fret of the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the D string with our pinky, and then 3rd fret of the A string with our ring finger, and our index on the 1st fret of the low E. And that gives us F major. And in order to go from F major to F minor, all we need to do is just remove this middle finger away to make this now the 1st fret. So we have 1st fret of the index finger of the high E string, 1st fret on the B string, 1st fret on the G string, 3rd fret with our pinky on the D string, 3rd fret with our ring finger on the A string, and 1st fret with our index on the low E. And that gives us F minor. Next up, we have G major. We're going to have this with our pinky on the high E string, 3rd fret. We're going to take our ring finger, put that on the 3rd fret of the B string, open G, open D, index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and that gives us G. Now, in order to create G minor, we're going to take this same shape of F minor that we took here, of 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1. We're going to move that up 2 frets here. So now we're going to have the index finger across the 3rd fret of the high E, 3rd fret of the B string, 3rd fret of the G string, 5th fret with our pinky on the D string, 5th fret with our ring finger on the A string, and then 3rd fret with our index finger on the low E. And there you have it. That's the breakdown of the major and minor chords of all of the whole tones. Make sure that you stick around for the next lesson where we go through all of the semitones with their major chords and their minor equivalents. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you back again next week for a new lesson.